This week's episode of Comics for Fun and Profit is brought to you by DC and DC's Round Robin Tournament. Yeah, we're 99% Batman, but we want to show you we don't have to be. We have some great ideas. Here's 16 of them, for example, in this tournament. We're not going to give you 15 of those. Instead, we'll give you one. After a disappointing, heartbreaking cock tease of a head-to-head battle between some pretty good ideas that we're never going to give you. Because we're DC. We print nothing but Batman. And one round robin winner.
Thank you for listening to Comics for Fun and Profit. This is Kyle and Drew with your sneak peek at next week for comics releasing November the 2nd and November the 3rd. Drew, we're almost through with 2022. But before Drew and I get into what's coming up in your local comic book shops this Tuesday and Wednesday, Drew, what's been going on in the world of comics?
Well, comics related, our good friend of the show, David Donovan, sent us a press release. If you remember, he is the founder and organizer for HurriCon, and not Hurricane Ian down in Florida, but Hurricane Sandy. I believe it was Sandy that was that hit New York a while ago.
Correct. Yep.
And they are doing renovations to the church up there. His church, Bethany, New York. Bethany Congregational Church of East Rockaway, New York. So Hurricane is back and is going to take place November 19th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. in Bethany Congregational Church, 100 Main Street, East Rockaway, New York. For a $5 donation, you get in. Lots of comic guests, comics for sale, cosplaying going on, fun stuff, and all proceeds go to rebuild the church to its former glory. So please check that out and support them if you can. If you want to reach out to David and help in some other way, you can give him a call. 516-209-1587, or send him an email, HurriCon, HurriCon, at yahoo.com. Support HurriCon 2022. It's for a good cause, man. It's comics. It's for a good cause. Do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I finished She-Hulk. Did we talk about that last week?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I did not start Andor yet. I almost had the wife talked into it, and then she dropped this bombshell on me, saying that she was getting made fun of by some of her friends because she'd never watched a Harry Potter, Hobbit, or Lord of the Rings, and that will not stand. So we watched two Hobbits tonight.
Wow, that's a good 8-hour chunk.
Two of the three Hobbits.
Wait, so you're starting Hobbit before Lord of the Rings? You're going canonical sequential?
We're going chronological. Yeah. And I hope there's not a lot of Easter eggs that like she lost. Like she doesn't know who Legolas is when Legolas makes an appearance. So that was kind of interesting. She was just like, oh, another elf. So she'll see him again in the next one.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be fun. But she doesn't hate it. So that's cool. So maybe this will be a gateway drug for her.
Excellent.
Get her through these, and then we can start on Clone Wars.
that would be so crazy.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
I can throw no stones. My wife has watched absolutely nothing that would bring joy to her. So,
yeah. So that pushed Andor back, and so at some point I got to get that started. I was also looking at that Werewolf by Night.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard good
that
things.
Halloween special.
Yeah. Kind of weird and spooky looking.
Yeah.
But I haven't watched that one yet either.
Yeah. And then I sent you the Ant-Man trailer. For
Yeah, really good.
Yeah, I thought that's the first thing since like the End Games and of course Spider-Man No Way Home that really just kind of popped for me, and I'm like, all right, we're back to big things now instead of just fun times. So
Yeah, it's not just living in the universe, it's actually moving the ball forward, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's the first thing that's felt like, okay, we're heading towards Kang or whatever, since,
Yeah.
prior we were heading towards Thanos. This is actually something that feels big.
Yeah, it feels like it's going to build with something. There's going to be end credits that actually
Mm-hmm.
reveal something and propel you into another chapter of the thing. Yeah, it's cool that it looks like it's going to actually do something.
Yeah.
Although, there's nothing wrong with a little fluff and fun.
No, I got in a few fights and arguments over Love and Thunder. I actually quite enjoyed it. So, I mean, to each their own.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good too. Didn't see any problems with it. But again, yeah, you're like you said, it's not on the same level as some of the previous things. And we're gonna get the new Black Panther 2 in December, right?
Yeah, we're gonna get that.
So
I'm just curious how much time that spends introducing Shuri and how much time that spends moving the narrative.
Yeah. So we got that trailer where Shuri is Black Panther. So does that mean the bottom falls out of who was the other guy that everybody was going crazy over?
Oh yeah.
That was in Black Panther #3 or whatever. Or
we know exactly what we're talking about, but we can't pull a name.
You know that dude that everybody bought heavy into because he was going to be the next. Maybe he will. Maybe he will. Maybe she'll be short-lived. Maybe we'll get both.
There we go.
There was probably a leak from someone somewhere that made that spike to begin with. So who knows? It could. Yeah. Oh, and we also found out that your boy James Gunn.
Oh, dude, he's taking over for DC stuff.
Yeah, he's gonna helm DC co-helmet like Kevin Feige does for Marvel, like a creative director, CEO or whatever, and that's gonna like manage both the animation and both movies and TV. I don't know. But he's gonna lead the creative direction there, which is kind of cool. I can't remember who the other guy is. He doesn't have the name recognition that James Gunn.
It's gonna say it's not James Gunn.
But the nerds were going crazy. Everybody's on board with it. Everybody seems really like 100% positive. No negatives. I mean, so we saw some Guardians of the Galaxy and a Peacemaker, right, from him, and that's all we need. That's all we need. Here's
Check.
the do what you want. We like your vision.
Yeah.
Hey, if it works, it works, right?
That's kind of my opinion too.
Yeah. And we'll see if maybe he can fix the crazy guy that starred in Flash. What's his name?
Ezra Miller.
Yeah. Maybe he can fix that disaster before it comes out.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's time to transition now. We're going to be start looking at November previews for comics that are coming out next year, Kyle.
Holy crap.
Next year's comics are already being solicited. We're in DC Connects issue number 30 for November of 2022.
Yeah, January of 2023.
Oh, I'm sorry, January.
Yes.
Yeah, is that nuts or what?
Yeah, cray.
I mean, it's not even Halloween yet.
Yeah. And DC Universe Lazarus Planet is what's on our cover. Mark Waid, stuff like that. But let's see where we actually start when we open and crack this beast. And of course, we're back with our boy Zdarsky and Batman 131.
Kyle, one of my friends put his Christmas tree up this weekend.
Oi, no.
His Christmas tree is already up.
Oi, no.
Right? That's early, right?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. That's crazy. So Batman 131, nothing crazy with Batman 131. I mean, we're not like, it's not a big giant milestone, but we've got a regular cover. We've got a variant cover by Quesada, a variant cover by Art Germ, a variant cover by Fabok, and then we have ratios of the 25, 50, and 100 variant continuing. So we're just going to go deep on all DCs like crazy.
Yeah, what's the deal? I mean, we got a new artist, Mike Hawthorne. I don't know if I know him from anywhere. I'm looking at what did he get to do a cover? He didn't even get to do a cover, so I don't even know what his style looks like, I guess.
Yeah, surprise.
Yeah, we'll find out if it's any good. Doesn't look like anything interesting or anything stupendous is happening. Gotham City has never been darker or deadlier. And this is after Failsafe, so this is a new story arc, I guess. I guess just Batman's their biggest comic. Let's go all in every single issue.
Yeah. So
One in 100s.
And we are going to see if we can get every single one of our orderers to do at least 100 deep.
Yeah. Yeah. And they better.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, next we have Lazarus Planet Alpha number. Oh, I hate it when they do Alpha.
Oh, so this is
Alpha
the new
number
event. Another new event.
Heroes transform, secrets revealed, powers unleashed. Written by Mark Waid and Zhenlin Yang. We got at least 2 to 17 people on art.
Yeah, no, we're laying some groundwork here.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the books that I'm reading about some Lazarus resin, and Lazarus pits, and Lazarus resin, and different Agul family members are probably leading to part of this and going to springboard into this. So I'm probably reading Alpha Centauri Zero issue right now, leading into what this is going to be.
All right, I just went through a whole life cycle during what you were talking about there, where I looked and I saw there's a Corona variant, and I was like, too soon, guys. What are you doing here?
Wow.
But it's a Jorge Corona variant, I believe. So I completely misconstrued that, and I thought, oh my. We're to the point now where we're blatantly capitalizing, but I am now under the impression that is a Jorge Corona variant.
I mean, if anybody's going to do COVID variant covers, it's going to be Marvel.
Yeah. I everybody in an M95 mask, I assume, is going to be a cover theme for a long time.
Yeah. Bane will get
COVID
variant cover.
Everybody laughed when I put on the mask.
Who's laughing now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Oh God! And then the solicit for Lazarus Planet Alpha number 1 ends with the word Monkey Prince. So there's that.
Okay, so they're gonna try to make him into something, aren't they?
Come hell or high water, you will root for Monkey Prince.
Wow. Okay. See this. Okay, it's okay that I don't do these events. They pick and choose.
Might be dope. You never know.
I don't think so. I'm gonna stay out of this one probably.
Art looks pretty wicked, and ironically enough, there is a hurricane on one of the pages in the.
Really? There is.
Yeah.
Look at that.
All right, continuing the trend, we have Lazarus Planet Assault on Krypton number 1. Nicole Maines, C.S. Picot, Frank Barbieri, and Leah Williams on art. So we got 4 people writing 48 pages.
Yeah. So are these,
I do like the Jen Bartel variant. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so 4 writers, 4 artists. Is it just like broken up into vignette?
Yeah, I'm assuming everybody gets a dozen.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
All right, and then moving straight along, Lazarus Planet. We Once Were Gods number 1. Francis Manifold and Waters, Philip Kennedy Johnson, and Josie Campbell. Again, these could be okay. I mean, it sounds to me like this could be a much bigger event because they're just making every writer do one book or a portion of one book. So who knows?
It does seem kind of strange, doesn't it?
Yeah. But we have a little less faith in Assault on Krypton number 1 because its ratio only goes to 50, whereas everything else so far has gone to 100. Same thing with We Once Were Gods. So a couple of those not quite there. New character alert, Drew. New character alert. New character alert. Lazarus Planet Legends Reborn, #1.
Okay.
Again, 4 writers, one of whom being Greg Pak. New friends, new foes, new legends. So, interesting.
It's a weird
And yeah.
one.
And then Monkey Prince 10 directly into that.
Okay, I don't know. I mean, I don't know that I want to be a part of this. Is that wrong? I mean, because
No.
I got bored with Monkey Prince pretty quickly, jumped off. So if he's like the centerpiece, I don't want to.
But Monkey Prince 10 is a Batman versus Robin tie-in. So from what I'm reading, it's not actually a Lazarus Planet tie-in. It's just solicited as it is one. It is a Batman versus Robin tie-in.
Oh. Okay. This is no, it doesn't really have anything then, I guess.
No.
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird.
The 3rd installment of Batman and the Joker, the Deadly Duo. Very cool cover on that one. Very cool Silvestri cover.
Yeah, it looks good.
Very cool. Jason Shawn Alexander cover for the Joker one as well. So I enjoy those covers. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Nightwing 100. You'd think I'd be happy about this, correct?
Yeah. What's wrong with it?
Well, we don't get my, we don't get my final cover, so I'm curious there.
Well, I think we've seen it. I think we've seen it online, right?
I haven't.
I think we've seen this online colored. Just it didn't make the DC Connect probably, but I think we've seen this out there, and I don't know that you were that impressed with it.
Yeah, it's Tom Taylor, so I'm going to enjoy it. I've got to go ratio 100 deep to get my Dan Mora cover, so that's disappointing.
Yeah,
but is. I can $8. Get a nice Jim Lee cover.
Oh, $7. I'm sorry, $7.
Yeah, $7 for the regular. Variants are all card stock, and therefore $8.
The Campbell wraparound's kind of neat. Is that all the Nightwings over the years?
Now,
that's pretty neat.
Now we're transitioning back to Rick Grayson, but we're doing that after this, correct?
I didn't heard that.
Sorry. Oh, I saw that online the other day, and it made me vomit.
We just have to distance ourselves from that name.
Who knows? I mean, these covers are pretty good. Some of them aren't bad. The good ones are high ratio, so that sucks.
Yeah.
And why is he in green in the Jimenez? Has he ever been in green?
No, I think that maybe that's just a coloring issue. Do you think that's really going to be like that?
Yeah. I think we're having people do covers that don't read comics, but who knows?
Yeah, it does look a little off. But hey,
but congratulations, 100... Nightwing, 100 deep, 31 behind old Bats.
Yeah,
I do love my Nightwing. I'm critical because I love him, so we shall see.
Yeah, I think that
it's been well written, so that's all that really matters. I complain about covers and Rick
and the direction and plots and writing, etc.
Joshua Williamson writing Batman One Bad Day, Bane #1.
I've only read the Riddler one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm behind on some of these. I think there's been one more that's been out. They are fine. I just, they're easy to skip if you don't want to read them.
Yeah. Bane broke the bat. He's one of the only villains to ever truly vanquish the Dark Knight, but is that all he's ever really accomplished? Decades from now, Bane is a washed-up wrestler reliving his glory days in the ring, defeating someone dressed like Batman every day. But when he discovers that there's a new source of venom in the world, he'll do everything he can to shut down the facility It's coming from oh, so he's going to be a good guy for good and make sure that no one takes the poison that ruined his life. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
nice flip.
yeah. So this is essentially old man Bane trying to do right.
Yeah, looks fun. Like I said, I think they're well done. You just got to be able to carve out the time for them.
Batman Adventures Season 3 starts here. So this is the final season of the Adventures series in comic form. So
Yeah, I don't care about that.
moving on. Art's really cool, but it's even cooler when you watch it.
Yeah, it looks like you're watching
Yeah.
cells from an animation. So.
Man. Detective 1068, continuing on, Two-Face likes like you've never seen from him, from superstar artist Raphael Albuquerque and Ivan Rice.
Yeah,
And
Cy
then
Spurrier is doing a backup.
hey, there we go. And then we have a number one that we've hidden down here in the half pagers.
Yeah.
Batman Legends of Gotham number 1. Andy Diggle writing this one.
Okay. So what is this hook? Batman, preoccupied his deepest, darkest, most dangerous secrets, are about to be auctioned off to the highest bidder. Guest list is strictly villains only, and the outlaw Red Hood fits the bill, putting him on a collision course with Batman's deniable Black Ops team, the Outsiders, with Lazarus Island spawning wildcard superheroes across the globe. The stakes could not be higher. Jason Todd, Black Lightning, and Katana will have to put aside their differences to save Batman. It's like, so it's Batman team up without Batman. Just
yes,
like
and the
Gotham
stakes are so
team up.
high, it's his reputation, but nobody's actually could get hurt.
Yeah. So he's not in it. It's team up of people that are in Batman's circle.
Yep.
Rogues and friends. Okay.
And here we have a $10 stupid Harley book that I'm not even going to talk about.
They must sell,
stories of tempestuous romance.
They keep putting this junk out, so somebody must be buying it.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah.
Action Comics 1051, and there's 100 covers for this. Holy crap.
What?
Action Comics Reborn. Action Comics 1051 begins a new format for DC's most action-packed title, offering not one, not two, but 3 epic adventures of Superman and the entire Super family. Following the bombshell events of Action 1050, the world's relationship with Superman is forever changed.
Okay. We don't know that yet.
This issue marks the first appearance of new characters, new costumes, and a new era of Action Comics.
Okay. So it would be 3 stories per.
Mm-hmm.
It's a $5 48-page book
Mm-hmm.
monthly, I'm hoping. So okay.
So you get a Philip Kennedy Johnson story, a Dan Jurgens story, and a Leo Williams story.
Yeah. So at least one of those is going to be good.
And you
right?
get a Rafa Sandoval, a Lee Weeks, and a Marguerite Savage drawn story.
Yeah, and if they're in the same order as the previous, then you're getting Dan
Leo
Jurgens
Williams
and Lee Weeks.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
That could be worth $5 right there.
That could be, yeah. And then that.
Okay, it's actually telling us all this stuff if I'd have read farther. Yeah, then in Lois and Clark 2, Doom Rising, Dan Jurgens and Lee Weeks return to tell the tale of young John Kent on the farm with his parents, learning about his abilities, a coming-of-age story. And finally, Power Girl returns as part 1 of a 3-part spinning tale out of Lazarus Planet. Son of a...
Okay. And we've got some new character designs. Now on the next page, new Super Family designs by Dan Mora. I don't like most
Dan
of
Mora,
them,
but yeah,
I do like him. They're fine. What is a little swashbuckling? These little swashbuckling outfits there.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. So that's the new format. We should probably all tune in just to check it out.
Yep. Batman Superman, the World's Finest 11 by Mark Waid with Dan Mora art on this one. Thing that pops out to me is we have an exclusive collectible Jack White the Third variant.
Yeah.
Jack White variant cover by the Third Man, Rob Jones and Emery Swerbalas. Additional photography by David Swanson.
Yeah, this one caught me completely by surprise. This came across the Jack White fan page I was on.
Mm-hmm.
So I do enjoy Jack White and
Uh-huh.
his music, and I should not have learned of the comic tie-in there. I should have already known about that, right? But I
So
did
what do
not.
these things have in common?
I have no idea. I have no
So-
idea what the connection is. I thought it was very strange.
Interesting. Okay, so we'll have to
He reads
dig deeper
comics,
into that.
maybe.
Maybe, yeah, but
Yeah.
this should not be the first I've heard of that.
I thought it was very weird too.
Just Society of America #3, Jeff Johns. Stargirl, The Lost Children, Jeff Johns. DC Power, A Celebration #1. First there was DC Pride and DC Festival of Hero. Now it's time to celebrate Black History Month. Cyborg, John Stewart, Aqualad, Kid Flash, Batwing, Vixen, Amazing Man, and more take center stage to fight the powers of Black excellence across.
To highlight the power.
To highlight, I was going to say, I did not say that. In stories from a variety of comics, finest Black artists and writers. I want to see the Sozo Miyakia 1 in 50.
Yeah, they don't show us that.
She also has a variant cover there, so I want to see those. They're getting ahead of Black History Month, it appears.
Well, by a day. It comes out on 31st.
Oh, yeah, I see that now. Yep. That's what you're saying.
So it could be on the shelves for the whole month. That makes sense.
As if half-page DC solicits weren't horrible enough, we are splitting them into thirds now.
Yeah.
The postage stamps get ever smaller. So, Flash 791, Flash 1 Minute War Special #1, and the Flash 123 facsimile.
That's interesting. So this whole issue takes place in 60 seconds.
Yeah.
That's kind of neat. Nice little concept, I think.
Okay. So Flash 791 talks about the 1 Minute War, Part 2.
Oh.
So it may be a 1 minute war, but you have to read 3 comics that appears.
That's funny.
Yeah, so I like the idea. I hate the execution.
and we've learned about Part 2 of 1 Minute War before the first one.
I cared about that.
Why would you even put that?
And then there's now a special. So apparently you have Flash 790, which is the beginning of 1 Minute War. Flash 791 being the end of 1 Minute War, and then a whole other $6 comic that tells you about that 1 minute that you read 2 books about.
Oh, I thought 791 was Part 2 of the special.
I'm guessing in all this, by the way.
Okay. You might be right, which is even worse.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah. But that is a cool facsimile to have.
Yeah.
That the race.
Splash of 2 worlds, yeah.
Yep. Danger Street #2, Tom King. Can't wait to see what that has. It is a 12-issue series, and we shall see.
Yeah, and I'm a King fan, you know that.
Yeah.
But I'm the first to tell you, maybe let a couple of them stack up before you start. Don't dig right in.
So this talks about the Green Team. Is this Green Team Teen Billionaires Green Team, or is this a different Green Team?
Yeah, it's got to be the same one.
Is it?
Yeah, rich little bastards, kids. Yeah, that fight.
Yuck.
Fight crime. Yeah.
It feels icky when all those books that I've read, even though they were bad, I'm just like, bleh.
Yeah.
We shall see.
He might put maybe Monkey Prince makes an appearance.
Ooh, get your peanut butter out of my chocolate, Drew. Waller versus Wildstorm #2.
Who's asking for that?
Wildcats.
Who greenlit that? You know who wouldn't greenlight that? James Gunn. He wouldn't.
He would not.
That would not get greenlit. Waller versus Wildstorm.
Sandman Book 5, Sandman Dead Boy Detectives 2, Swamp Thing Green Hell #1 second printing. What? We're soliciting a second print?
That is kind of weird, right?
Mhm.
Why did it take so long? Why are we doing it in a DC Connect?
And why does it get a full page when a legitimate #1 book gets a third?
What is going on?
I'm confused.
Is it because
Mm-hmm.
they design these magazines as far in advance as they can? So they're working 3 and 4 months ahead, dropping things in, dropping pages in. Stuff gets shuffled, schedules get changed, and then designer person gets, oh, we got to throw this flash facsimile in. We need more orders on that. Okay, well, I'll just make this a 1/3 page instead of a half page.
This has to be a person's whole job, Drew.
No, it does not.
And you and I vumbling through this and looking at it with disdain shouldn't be the first that
No.
they realize it's dumb.
As someone who's worked in multiple career fields, in multiple industries,
Mm-hmm.
let me tell you, most of the people are incompetent D-bags and can barely do their jobs. And those of us, myself included, who are rise above, it's very easy to see the wheat from the chaff. And I would think that DC would be like no different. And you've got to remember they lost a lot of their workforce when they moved from New York to California. And I know that was Convergence era, if you recall. So that was several years ago now. So they should have been able to right the ship by now, but they've also been in cost-cutting mode ever since then. So I think they lost their best and brightest, who did not want to uproot their families in a niche market industry when they had the Big Apple where they could get any job they wanted in any industry. And I don't think they've ever recovered from that. I mean, I think Convergence was such a disaster on so many levels with the move and everything that they've never recovered, and they just do not have the horses. They don't have the horses to keep up digitally. They couldn't. It took them forever to get over to DC Universe, if you remember, to get the apps ramped up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, we see it, but I just don't think there's enough people with enough talent in that building. I'm done with my soapbox.
So we got at least another year of just throwing paper at a wall and seeing if it sticks. I cannot wait to see what heroic soft string music you put under that diatribe.
As I ventured forth from career to career, looking for the best and brightest that this country had to offer, I was sorely disappointed because in my America,
exactly. Cannot wait.
Yeah, I'll be running for office in the fall. The fall of civilization.
Ooh. Batman the Imposter being slapped together for a 1999 soft cover with all 3 of those issues. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, okay. Remind me what that was. Remind me.
Early in his career, Bruce Wayne must contend with another Batman on the streets, one who doesn't share his reticence about violently killing criminals, from screenwriter Madison Tomlin and Eisner artist Andrea Sorrentino. This collection of the popular and critically acclaimed series is the perfect tonal companion to 2022's mega hit film, The Batman.
I know I read it. Well, I just can't think of it. Can't think of the beats.
There you go. The conclusion of the Eisner Award-winning horror hit written by James Tinney and the Force Corps. We're talking about Nice House on the Lake. We have the second trade paperback of this. collecting 7 through 12.
Yeah, I
Worth
got a
it for
feeling it's
just
not
the
going to be a
covers.
happy one.
No,
I don't think it's going to end happily.
No. And we have some more trades, things like Doom Patrol, Absolute Dark Knights Death Metal from DC, some old Batman Superman World's Finest.
Is this Lois Lane thing? Is this an OGN? Is this a new thing? I think it is.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, all ages.
Yep.
Bruce Wayne is all ages. I mean, that I applaud them they continue to throw the fish, the hook in the water, trying to hook kids
There you go.
on comics. So keep trying. I don't know that it's working, but keep trying.
Bruce Wayne Not Super. They're all AG from the writer of the best-selling Spy School series.
Yeah.
And now we're back into thirds for our regular books. Batman Incorporated, Batgirls 14, yeah. Batman Gotham Knights Gilded City 4.
Catwoman does not have a Sazamaki or a who's her other girl? Frizen cover?
Yeah, we
That's
just
weird.
have a Swabby. A
Swabby
Sweeney
and
Boo and a Swabby.
A Sweeney Boo and a Swabby. I don't think those are in the same level.
I would tend to agree.
The David Nakayama's not bad though.
No, not bad at all. So they must have signed on for 50, and then once it went to 51, they're like, "We're out.
I'm out."
Sergeant Rock versus Army of Dead. You said you've been enjoying this.
Well, I only read one.
You've been
the other one
that.
came out this week. I haven't read it yet. So I enjoyed that. Yeah.
One thing they're doing right, the 1 in 25 variant, our boy Ben Templesmith.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, very cool. We haven't seen much from him for a while.
Not near enough.
Hope he's okay.
I'm sure he's still rocking the suit, dapper as ever.
Yeah.
Harley Quinn rages on with her variant covers, and man, it seems like everything's the same. Her something, hyenas something.
Yeah.
I Am Batman 17 by John Ridley. The Punchline book that I'm sure nobody's reading from the get-go.
Gotham game.
Yeah.
That one. Everybody's favorite Robin, Tim Drake gets issue
5. Everybody's favorite Robin. But why did you make him look just like Nightwing in that variant cover? Anyways, never. I don't.
Yeah. Who are you kidding?
Titans United, Wonder Woman, and a bunch of trades and collected editions. Anything here to pique my interest?
Yeah. So I'm not okay. So there's a lot of eggs in the event basket.
Mm-hmm.
So the Lazarus planet's sucking up a lot of the oxygen in the room this month, and I like Mark Waid. Don't get me wrong. I'm not sure this does anything for me or hooks me in any way.
Yeah. And if you look at the release schedule here in the back, there are 2 books coming out on January 3rd.
Okay, so we'll have to. I usually don't
granted,
put a lot. They don't put much out at the end of the month either, right? So at the end of December, there's not going to be much.
Too many holidays, I guess.
So yeah, just jam it all into those middle 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's not much on that final week either. That's great. But you feast like kings for 3 weeks.
That's exactly right. All right, that's DC in 2023. We're getting a sneak peek at what things are going to look like there.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, let's go look at our good friends at Comic Book Invest. And I want to look to the future and see what the hot books that are currently selling on the secondary market are, Drew.
Yes, let's do that.
Oh my goodness, we got a big dog at number 1. Green Lantern number 87 from 1972. This is another one of those keys that you had to chop out of the COVID bump. It appears that this one is at least trending up again after it appears that Jon Stewart will be the star of the Green Lantern show. All grades are still up compared to pre-COVID, so don't fall on your sword just yet.
Okay, so we're taking out the year and a half, 2 years of COVID, where prices jumped, and we're saying that's an aberration.
Yes.
And so that we can make the graph go up, continue to go up.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know that you can do that. I mean,
you can still talk about it because those are your high water marks, obviously. And if you talk about that, then every book is down for the most part.
I mean, I guess our good friends at CBSI can do whatever they want because they're our good friends. But if we're still in COVID,
oh Lord, is that bubble ever going to burst then?
I mean, how do we look back historically on something that we're not completely out of yet?
Yeah.
Aren't there like 3 new variants that just got announced?
Yeah, COVID variants.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. I gotta quantify my variants. Yes. The bad variants.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway. All right, that's fine. It's still going up if you don't count the last 2 years of sales. Okay.
If you don't count the time when it sold for more, it's
yeah.
Down. Yeah. All right, we have Nova number 8 from 2008, written by Abnett and Lanning. Cosmo shows up in the Guardians holiday trailer and will be in Guardians 3 as well. This spec book goes way back, and I'm sure a lot of people have just held on to this one for at least a decade. Doubtful.
Yeah, this is 2008 book. I don't remember this series, this volume of the series anyway. So interesting. Abnett and Lanning did it. They usually do good stuff.
Yeah. At rank 3, we have Strange Academy Finals number 1, the Peach Momoko 1 in 50, doubling up on the ratio. Not too shabby. Peach continues to churn these out. She cranks it too.
Yeah, it's because they're all the same.
Shut up. Young Avengers 6, $30 and $40. Stranger, Stinger. Thatcher. Who knows what
Thatcher.
Oh yeah, I can't read. Stature, Stinger. Who knows what moniker Cassie will take? It is a guess for sure, which is why I would just pick up Cassie's first appearance overall in Marvel Premiere 47.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Astonishing X-Men number 6. This is Joss Whedon written. Back up to $30 to $40 for Rawls. There are rumors again about Abigail Brand, but who really knows? And does anybody still care?
Now, Cassie got recast, right?
Yeah.
They recast her? Okay.
Yeah. I think.
Didn't look like the same actress.
I don't know. I shouldn't speak without knowing, but I don't know. Star Trek number 1. Yeah, Star Trek number 1. The David Aja variant.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Yep, $15 to $20. This has the look of a pre-code sci-fi title. It just has that I'm special by me look to it.
Looks like the comic got folded up and stuck in your back pocket so you could take it to school. Yeah. And it's old and tattered, and it has the dated color wheel to it. I mean, I love David Aja.
That's what I was just gonna say.
He does stuff like this, and it's just like it pushes a button, and you don't know why it's good because it's not like overly.
Yeah, he's not amazing. Digital graphics and photorealism.
Yeah, it's not shiny leather suits on Catwoman. it's just graphic design. Just well done graphic design and cartooning. Yeah. Love it.
Avengers number 6 from 2010 is now a $20 to $30 book. Some are thinking that Azari will be T'Challa's son in Black Panther 2. Not really buying this theory unless they change the mother. Having Storm out of nowhere would really not make any friggin' sense. Witchblade 10 doubled in price from around 10 to 15, now up to 25 to 30. Look, we've heard these image people tell us that they have XXX coming and it never pans out. Still a good key to have, but tread likely for Witchblade.
What and who is in Witchblade 10 that we care about? Any idea? I don't know.
No.
Are you Googling it?
Nope, I clicked off on accident, so I was just kind of biding time till my browser came back.
I will look it up while you'd go on to our boy.
Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur #1 has a New York Comic Con variant, continuing its rise and is now up to $215. Because of them using the cartoon animation on this cover, you can see that this one will stick around for quite a while.
It's the first appearance of the Darkness.
The Darkness, gotcha. Yeah. We also have Halloween #1, the 1 in 10 action figure variant. $20. The $6.66 cover price from Tiny Opus Comics should mean not many of these are out there. This is too obscure of a title for people to really care.
That's never been the case. There's no such thing as too obscure a comic for people not to care. We all care. If we want it, we want it.
That's right.
Seek it out.
Death Clock versus the Goon #1, $15 to $20. This is in the honorable mention section. Y'all's guess is as good as mine. As for this one, I don't know if HBO Max just started showing Metalocalypse or not, but that is a show from almost 2 decades ago.
Okay.
Interesting. I like Metalocalypse. Haunted Thrills #5. Dang, $7,800 for a 6.5. This is just one of those covers that pops for some unknown reason. It is around Halloween though, so if you were going to sell this, it's probably the right time to do it.
Why? What is the deal here? Is it even that old? It must be old. It must be old.
Yeah.
53. 1953. Okay.
That's pretty old.
Yeah, and the 3.0 just sold for. No, it's on auction. I don't know. Interesting. Okay.
All right, Drew. Speaking of interesting, I always think the FOC is interesting. It's our final order cutoff. It's our last bite at the apple for some of these books that are coming out here in a few weeks that we have now maybe caught fire late or forgotten to order, and what we need to do for those things. I'm going to start with our Lunar Distributions items and look at some of our DC stuff and see what we can find.
I love Action 1049. A couple of these. I love the one with the Superman family hovering above the Fortress of Solitude, just kind of looking down.
That is very cool.
Krypton in there.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. This other one by Nathan Zerdy.
I like that.
I like it. Who is this looking out the window?
That's Ma Kent seeing her son.
Can't be Ma Kent. Yeah. Too young to be Ma Kent.
Too young.
So you think it's gonna be can't be Lois. It's not Lois, is it? Could it be Lois?
I have no idea.
Well, Kal-El's coming back, so somebody cares. So it's got to be. Yeah, it's got to be Lana Lang, Lois Lane, something like that. But it's a pretty cover.
The complete opposite of these garbage 90s covers.
I don't understand that. The one with the hairdryer. Oh my goodness.
Yep.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
I just hate them. I don't think any of the 90s have clicked with me at all. I haven't liked a single one of them.
Batman Fortress. Blue Beetle Graduation Day #1.
Okay, so it gets is this the one that won the contest?
I believe so. Yeah.
I see. It doesn't say. I think it would say. If it was the round robin winner, I think it would say.
It would say, Blue Beetle, you asked for him. Here he is.
Here he is. Now it's driving me crazy. Who won round robin? Was it the second round robin?
Yeah, the version 2.0 of them capitalizing on March Madness. Dark Crisis, the Dark Army. Okay, some nice little books there. Here we got the third of our Sergeant Rock versus Army of the Deads here, and some cool covers. I like the poster one there. I believe that's the B cover. The Francesco Francavelli. Yeah, that's a good one. Don't know why anybody would want a book, the mech books, but there they are.
Superboy, the Man of Tomorrow.
That's right. All that for the
Oh, I should not have looked that up.
Yeah.
Another gorgeous Sergeant Rock cover.
The penultimate DC versus Vampires.
Yeah, 11 to 12. Gillum March is going to give us a cover.
Yeah, we get a cool vampire version of Plastic Man, which I think, okay, that's kind of neat. And then we just get a Harley cover where she just coat her in blood. Okay, yeah. That'll work.
Oh, yeah. So, Kyle, my kid has no interest in comics. Do you think Carson will like comics?
Yeah, he likes to read.
I think we need a kid to weigh in on some of these. We need to get Carson's Corner or something on here.
I will just get him to. I'll just hold up a few things and he'll just be like, "Are you kidding me?"
Would you read this, man? What am I missing here? We're just cranky old men. Is this something that appeals to you?
Punchline book. What is the Dan Hip art on that Punchline book? Wow, that's crazy. It's a 1 in 25. Nobody is buying that.
Yeah. Well, then it's gonna have value because they're gonna be very rare.
It's a great possibility. Yeah, Tim Drake's Robin #3. I do like the Dan Mora cardstock. It's kind of old styley. It's a good looking book. The B cover.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a good looking book.
Yeah, that's pretty close to the 90s style.
Yeah, but it's not. It's Dan Mora.
It's the next step up.
Yeah.
The next step up.
Look at the Ryan Gonzalez 1 in 50. It's an anime cover.
I don't love it. I don't love it at all.
I don't love this one, but I love the idea of these. That's very cool.
Okay.
That's a very Hunter x Hunter. I'm giving you references you have nothing know nothing about.
I'm listening. I'm like
Hunter x Hunter things. Pokemon cover. That's very cool.
Gotcha. Wildstorm 30th anniversary special one shot. Sozi Mayaki with her shiny costumes. Shiny leather costumes.
So good.
She's got a trick. She's got that one trick. She's milking it.
It's a good trick.
It is. It was appealing, but I've seen it now.
Yeah.
David Aja, still haven't seen everything he has to offer. Right? He still surprises me.
I like the Joshua Middleton D cover on that Wildstorm as well. And of course, the J. Scott Campbell is dope as well. All right. I'm going to head on over and look at some of our image books on FOC. 8 Billion Genies #6. The book continues to rapidly head towards the 8th issue.
Oh, really?
But continues to be multiple prints of 6 and multiple prints of 5, multiple prints of 4, and a lot of people still reading it.
Yeah, I'm curious. I'm just curious how they're gonna tighten this thing up in a couple of issues.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's still set it up for 8.1 billion genies or whatever.
So I read The Last Lazarus because they've got a trade here that they're offering.
Mm-hmm. Is that the quarterly or is that just
the quarterly? I read the last quarterly.
Okay, collects 27, 28, and Risen 5, 6, and 7. Gotcha.
Yeah, so
it's a lot of books.
I read that, and in the back matter said we're going to take a year off.
Oh, come on.
And when we come back, we're going to be monthly again.
Oh, okay. Deal.
And he said, we're going to take a year off, in quotes, unless we don't get enough in the bank to go monthly. So we want to have
I
nine
respect that. If it's
months of comics, so that by the time we get to 9, we'll have those last 3 done. Because this is going to be the last 12 issues. So it would have been 4 more quarterlies for these 12, and then that's the final. Lazarus is wrapping up, but they're going to take a
that
year
is
off
a
to
very
get there.
that is a finite story. That is not something you can keep going for too long on that story. That needs to have an
You'd
end.
think. I just feel like the world is just so deep that you could continue to.
It's so deep, but the major hook on it is knocking off the different factions.
Yeah. Let Forever win.
Yeah.
Hopefully, or kill her. Because it is possible that they kill her off, but I hope not. And then put that to bed. And you could always tell Lazarus adjacent stories in that world, because there's so much good stuff there.
Yeah. Damn Them All. I've moved on to Boom. Damn Them All #1 going to a second print with that Charlie Adler cover that we loved so much.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I mean, we can't be the only ones that were saying, what's next for Charlie Adler after Walking Dead?
Yeah. And people take $15 and pick up this first trade paperback of Grimm. Just do it.
I didn't love the landing. I didn't love the ending. Did you?
Didn't make it there yet.
You haven't made it there yet. Okay.
The first 3 I liked very much.
Yeah, the first 3 were great. I agree with you. I'll be curious what you think when you get there. Yep.
Dude, I love this shirt. That Something Is Killing the Children.
Yeah.
So dope.
It's pretty great, right?
Yeah.
People be like, what does that mean?
Yeah. What is sick?
What does that mean? I mean, something is killing the children.
Something is killing the children. Oh my God.
What is wrong with you?
What is it? And then you just look at him and go, it's society. And then just walk off.
It's people like you, Karen.
That's right. Local Comic Shop Day 2022 Quick Stops #1 of 4. Kevin Smith written comic.
Are we in Dark Horse?
For the Skewniverse. Yes, I apologize.
Okay.
So we have ventured into the Skewniverse for these.
So Clerks 3 is out on streaming now.
Yep. So I watched it.
Was it any good?
It's tearjerker.
Tearjerker. Okay. Will I have to remember watching 1 and 2? Because I've forgotten those movies.
Everything you need is well wrapped. It's very well done.
Okay.
But do not touch it unless you've seen 1 and 2.
I've seen 1 and 2. It's just been a long time.
Yeah, you're fine.
I probably watched Clerks multiple times. That's the one he did with credit. He bought with credit cards, right? It was in black and white.
Correct. $27,000. Yep.
Yeah. That was great.
Star Wars Hyperspace Stories #3. That's the Dark Horse version of some of the Star Wars stuff. I'm now into IDW. And I'm now into Marvel.
I was trying IDW.
I like this Avengers 63. I like the Riley variant, and I like the Momoko variant there. Those are very cool.
What a surprise. Kyle likes the Momoko variant. No, you can like what you like. That's fine. There's plenty of them.
Why you got to run your mouth about it then?
I don't know. She's a little oversaturated for me. There's a little too much of her.
The one we just saw on the our good friends at Comic Book Invest as a really good investment? That's what you're tired of?
Hey man, I don't agree with everybody else. I'm not some yes man. Snaps into place. My own man.
Miles Morales #1. This one's going to be big.
Oh, wait a minute. Did you blow right over dark web? What is dark web?
You know the answer.
Oh, that's right. We know that is. Yeah, we don't want to talk about that. You don't like that. Okay.
It's not that I don't like that. I just don't care.
Yeah, they're clones, and you hate clones.
Clones suck.
Yeah. Okay.
But I do like Miles Morales, Spider-Man #1.
What did we do? Why are we relaunching this?
Because it will sell.
Because it's friggin' Marvel.
Cody Ziegler.
I mean, we're celebrating our 100th Nightwing over there at DC. When's the last time we sniffed a 100 that wasn't some manufactured legacy number?
I was going to say, you mean legacy?
Yeah. And I don't know. Who's right? Who's right? Because is this more profitable? Is this the more profitable avenue to take? Should DC relaunch Nightwing as soon as possible after 100 to get the Benjamins infused into it?
Yes.
They probably should, shouldn't they?
I friggin' love the Mike Del Mundo graffiti variant on this Miles Morales Spider-Man #1.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
That is awesome. That's the kind of thing
I thought it was. I glanced at it and thought it was a Raza.
Yeah. And of course, I like the cat variant, but that's just I'm very niche in that regard.
There you go. You and your cat variants.
Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. Buy them all. This thing's gonna hit, and this thing's gonna hit hard. Buy this Punisher #8 and then throw it in the garbage for that garbage symbol.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so we want to support it financially, but then you get the last laugh.
Yeah.
By not reading it and throwing it in the trash.
If we support it financially, then Marvel will reset it at #1.
And maybe do a new costume again.
Yeah, maybe do
a new logo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now are you going to tell me that you didn't immediately look at that and think, oh, a Mandalorian book? Wait, no, that's Punisher.
Yeah, it is reminiscent.
Yeah.
Which came first, the Mando or the Punno?
Let's see. The Mandalorian symbol is from a long time ago, so I'm going to go with that. Whereas this garbage thing is from 2 years ago when somebody sneezed on a piece of paper and said, I've come up with a new Punisher logo.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
they were drawing the old one and they sneezed.
Yeah.
And it blew out everywhere. And they're like, I'm onto something.
My ink ran and he has horns.
Is it that thing that you see when they cut the holes in the bottom of the paint and spin it on top of?
Yes, exactly.
They make their little drawings that way. That's how they do. I love it.
Yeah.
Hey, Kyle, variants finishing up.
Hey,
5 of 5. Gail Simone, Phil Noto. I hope this sticks landing. I loved every issue so far. I want them to do really well and come back either as a team and do something else or do more of this because I like it.
Very cool. I do really like this Star Wars Hidden Empire #2. The standard A cover is a very good looking cover.
What is going on there on the cover of that?
Looks like there's a flag on fire and he's
holding a flag on fire. Is that what he's doing? Badass. Go Darth.
Yeah. Yeah, very much like that one. All right, down. I don't think I'll find anything in Dynamite, but I'll give her a look. You see,
you gotta give it a look.
Yeah,
just in case.
Vampirella all day long. And into our smaller publishers.
Frank Frazzetta's back with Dawn Attack #1. Really prolific. He died cranking them out. Frank Miller's Ronin Book 2, 1 of 6. That should do well. It's from Frank's imprint. This is the one we got the ash can for? Or was that another one?
I think that was that one. I cannot make heads or tails of Common Rider 01. There's a Derek Chew variant that looks kind of cool. Other than that, this is built off of a prior commodity in Common Rider Kuga.
Yeah, it's probably part of the Radiant Black universe. Looks like.
Yes, this is Radiant Fuchsia.
Oh, there's a local comic book shop day for Weird Al Yankovic hardcover.
That's cool.
I mean, that's quality right there. I am watching that Daniel Radcliffe.
That looks
movie.
like a very good movie.
I'm watching that.
What it's on what streaming service is on it? Was
is it out already?
No, I just remember seeing it at the end. I was like, oh, it's on that. That's weird.
Oh yeah, it was like some weird streamer that I don't have. But it'll go to the theaters for a little while, I think.
That'd be cool. From Scout Comics, we have Red Winter Fallout #1 of a 4-issue Michael Gordon series. The last time we saw Joseph Winter, he was fleeing the scenes of a massacre at the Moscow oil refinery, which decimated the ranks of Kapotya's rival gang and left his father Eli dead. Now Joseph is on his own, desperate to find a way out of a city that seems hellbent on killing him.
Yeah, it was like I was in Russia with you there.
In Russia.
Comics read you.
That's right. All right, Drew, this is one of the podcasts where I ask for your pick of the week. What is the one book to make sure you have? Go pick up and enjoy, because it's going to be a good one.
I don't have. Is the Mike Del Mundo independently orderable? Miles Morales, Mike Del Mundo.
Yeah.
I want that one then.
Okay.
Speaks to me.
And I am going with the... Yeah, it was a good one. Man, I don't want to do another Marvel, but I was going to say Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur is also a big one. Marvel has a lot of really good stuff here. I'm going to Star Wars Hidden Empires #2. That is just a really good Vader cover, and I love a good Vader cover.
You're worried about going to Marvel again, but you go to Star Wars 2 out of every 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Not worried about that.
Not as worried, honestly. It's odd.
That's Hidden Empire 2. Is that what we're going with?
Yep. Gotcha. Love that cover.
Fantastic.
All right, I'm heading over to Cover Price, and I'm going to look at their top 10 to look at some more awesome secondary market stuff. And at rank 10, I'm going to see the Deadly Neighborhood Spider-Man #1, the Bill Sienkiewicz 1 in 50. Since 1979, Bill Sienkiewicz has been illustrating iconic comic covers, and this is no exception. This limited series is set to explore a darker part of Spider-Man and his mythos. This retailer incentive contrasts the hopeful red and blue of Spider-Man's costume against the dreary and washed-out yellow background. Throw in a terrifying bear, and it's truly a masterpiece. 22 copies on the secondary market. High sales of $73 for this 1 in 50 raw. But if you play your cards right, you can actually get it for less than ratio.
Yeah.
Geiger #1, the Gary Frank thank you cover. We love those. We talked about whether we would do thank you covers. I would, and Greedy Drew would not.
I would not.
Tracked 13 copies on the secondary market. Saw a high sale of 160 for CGC 9.8, and some going for raw 34. Batman 666 from 2007. Matt Reeves shared some interesting news this past week, stating that he has plans for a direct sequel to the Batman and spin-offs. The spin-offs are set to dive into villain backgrounds and explore their characters. We tracked 22 copies, high sale of $291 for CGC 9.8. The other contributing driver behind the recent spike in price is the introduction of Damian's future Batman costume, pulled from this 666 issue.
So we get both the Damian's costume and we get the first appearance of Professor Pig?
Mm-hmm.
Or first cameo appearance of Professor Pig?
Yeah, cameo.
Okay. And so it's going for around $40.
Yeah.
Seems high.
Youngblood #2, the pink logo from 1992. Seems that showrunners have officially found their writer for this film. The guy from 300, Kirk Johnstad.
Wow, that's a while ago.
Yeah.
What's
Cover
he
A
written
for this
since
book.
then?
I can't. Yeah, nothing that caught fire.
Yeah.
Cover A of this book has the title filled in with green letters. However, it seems that the pink lettering has also been gaining traction. 24 copies sold. High sale of $115 for CGC 9.8 and Raws at $12. $11, sorry. Star
You know what
Wars.
else I hate about comics?
Please tell me.
Is when one color on the cover when the cover is a different color and then that becomes the collectible color. It's the same thing, but it drives me nuts when they do this. I hate it. I hate it so much. It's not even a different cover, just a slightly different color or just an area that's got a different color stamp on it. I hate it. I hate
But
it.
one is rarer than the other.
Yeah. Hate it.
Star Wars 6 from 2016. Fans are enjoying the recent Dr. Aphra run with its solid story arcs and character building. So this thing's going. This thing is introduction of new characters. Yeah, this is the one where we saw a whole bunch of new characters in, including Sana Solo. So this is still moving good. 26 copies, high sale of $23 for Raw, and some settling at $18. At rank 5, G.I. Joe, $2.99. The 1 in 10 variant, already up to between 21 and 25 copies for this 1 in 10 retailer incentive. Hulk #1 from 2008. This is, of course, the Red Hulk spec. We've seen a lot of this because of Thunderbolts. So a lot of people spec on this. 36 copies, high sale of $425 for CGC 9.8. At rank 3, we have Youngbloods 2, but this time the green logo instead of the pink. You'd love that. We have Resonant #1 from Vault Comics in 2019. Here is a book that not many know. This book is about a father's post-apocalyptic struggle to find medicine for his son. The apocalyptic event in question is called a wave, a mysterious effect that causes humanity to act irrationally and impulsively at the height of violence. While this book may have passed you by, it has since jumped to one of the most popular books this week. BET Plus has secured a deal to make this story an ongoing TV series. We've tracked 27 copies, high sale of $20 for Raw, and sometimes you can get them for 10.
Is BET Plus a streaming service?
It is.
All right.
Yeah, and at rank 1, Geiger #1, 104 copies. CGC 9.8 is over $100, $12 for Raw copies. Get it.
How many streaming services have Plus in them? There's at least Disney
and Paramount,
BET,
AMC.
AMC is a Plus.
Yeah.
Are there more? Is PBS a Plus?
I think.
I mean, why? Well, at some point, is that like such a great name? I mean, it's such a great thing to coin that I was like, oh, that's exactly what.
No, marketers are stupid and lazy, and instead of actually coming up with a name, they just put a plus and say, "My work here's done."
Yeah, someone's already done the best. I don't even want to try. All right, I'll let you finish. I'm gonna let you finish in honor of Kanye. I'm gonna let you finish now.
I am finished. It's your turn.
Oh, okay. You did Geiger. Sorry. I was so excited about this BET Plus thing. It's like, what? When did that happen? It's amazing. At 11, we have Crypt of Shadows, #1. This is about Bloodline, the second appearance of Bloodline, and her first cover. Bloodline is the daughter of Blade. And this moved 61 copies. And at a high sale of $12 for a Raw. Not bad. Rank 12, we have Star Wars Visions #1, Kyle's pick from last week.
Yay! Even though
Or
I
the week
apparently
before.
picked too much Star Wars.
You do. The Star Wars Visions animated series on Disney Plus won over many diehard fans.
Plus.
The duel mixed different beloved genres and created something extraordinary. Did you see this, Kyle? You know what they're talking about?
Yes, it's
Was
like
it
a
good?
samurai feudal Japan.
Oh yes, yes. And you
Yeah,
saw
very
it?
cool. Huh?
You've seen this, or is it not
I
out
have
yet?
not. I have not.
Okay. But 55 copies moved, and a high sale of $18 for a Raw. At rank 13, we have Daredevil 28. This from several years ago. Community is ecstatic the great Charlie Cox as Daredevil has made his MCU debut along with Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin, and getting his own Disney Plus series. And it's only natural for fans to suspect they will meet again. So we got this one because why? Happens to appear. Okay, so he's mayor in this book.
Yeah, the mayor.
First time as mayor in this book. We tracked 10 copies. Load 18. Jesus, we're really reaching here. Rank 14, we have The Nice House on the Lake #1. Yes. James Tinian is becoming a titan in the industry. With works like Department of Truth and Something is Killing the Children, the community wasn't sure he would be able to replicate this magic 3 times, but he has.
Told
12
ya.
copies have sold for a high sale of $75 for a CGC 9.8, and Raw's at $17. Is that magic? $17? I don't know. At rank 15, we have the Frank Quitely Batman and Robin #1 from 2009. Oh, that's that bright yellow cover, right?
I love it so much.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Let's see. We're talking about Professor Pig that first appeared in this book. Somewhat debatably first appeared in this book. Folks are buying this book up on the off chance that these rumors become a reality. 18 copies moved with a high sale of $52 for a CGC 9.6, and Raw's around $17. At rank 16, we have Geiger #1, The Glow in the Dark, as you mentioned earlier, being #1, right?
Correct.
27 copies moved, high sale of $60 for this one, for a CGC 9.8. Not great. Raw's around 8. Must be a lot of them. Rank 17, Deadly Neighborhood Spider-Man #1, the Momoko 1 in 25. 32 copies sold. High sale $33 for a Raw.
Beautiful.
DC Comics Presents #49 from 1982. Comes in at rank 18. Fans are clamoring for Cavill's Superman teaming up with Shazam to take on Black Adam, which they did in this book, in this story. So we got 17 copies sold. High sale of $200 for a CGC 9.4, and a Raw's around $62. At rank 19, we have Spawn #1. Kyle, wait a minute. When the plots in movies are pulled from a specific comic story,
Yeah.
do those really spike? I think people get excited about them maybe and hunt them down, but do they have like long sustaining value over time? I don't think they do they?
They do, but I'm having trouble thinking of some that don't come in conjunction with a character.
Yeah, that are just like a plot point.
Because like World War Hulk is popular, when you see that version of Hulk.
Right. So yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. I just can't. I'm not sure. So like, if there's like a Spider-Man Daredevil team up book,
Mm-hmm.
and Spider-Man and Daredevil because they're gonna be in a Disney Plus show or a movie or whatever, and we go get the first time that they were in Marvel Team Up, because that's that story that they're going to replicate on this big screen.
Yeah.
That's exciting before it happens, but I can't for the life of me think that would have any sustainability to it.
We've seen sustained length with like Vision and Scarlet Witch. We saw a big spike when, we're going to get Wolverine Daredevil soon, so that book went up like crazy.
Oh, Wolverine Deadpool, you mean?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but we don't really know if it's going to sustain.
Mm-hmm.
Vision and Scarlet Witch. Okay, I'll give you that. That might prove the point right there, because it's still semi-hot, right?
Yeah.
It still has value,
Yep.
and it's been in several years.
Yes.
Okay, I'll give you that. All right, you proved it.
Yay.
Spawn 1 from '92, the old stalwart coming back. 24 copies sold. There's somebody who doesn't have it out there. There's 24 people that still don't have this book. High sale of $230 for a CGC 9.8. Near mints around $30.
If you bought them for $1 and then had them CGC'd, you are making bank.
Oh, you did great. You did
Yeah.
great. 20. We round out at New Mutants 98 because of the Deadpool first appearance and Deadpool getting a third movie.
Mm-hmm.
So we sold a CGC 9.8 for $2,080. Raw's around 500. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yep.
Drew, there's only one reason people tune in to listen to us on a weekly basis, and that's for our
many.
There are so many reasons. But one of them is our sneak peek ahead next week, where we look at the books coming out in your local comic book shops this coming week. So I'm going to head on over to Lunar Distributions, look at our DC titles and some of the other things coming from Lunar, and see what I can find coming in next week.
I really like Delato doing Batman. I know he's done a lot of them. I like it. I love the Mattina Batman. I know he's got a style too.
Yeah.
So I was picking on Peach because all her stuff looks alike. A lot of Delatos look alike. A lot of Mattinas look alike.
Yeah.
But they speak to me sometimes.
They look alike, but that alike is awesome.
Pretty good.
That's what they all look. They all look awesome. Speaking of awesome, Dark Knights of Steel #8.
Dan Mora,
baby.
Your boy. And J.G. Jones, who's doing a cover B, which isn't bad.
Yeah, it's very good. He's got some good life in his drawings. And these weird 90s multi-level embossed things are freaking me out.
I skipped right over.
All right.
Yeah, I did not even notice. Now, Gotham City, I did read the first Gotham City. Liked it a lot. Obviously, my wheelhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Very noirish. You can just tell by this Phil Hester and Eric Gapster cover that that's got noir written all over it. And the Cully Hamner B cover is awesome too.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. I hope somebody's reading it besides me.
Yeah. Very cool.
Hey, the old Monkey Prince. Get in on the ground floor, folks.
Monkey Prince before all your friends do.
I mean, am I being too hard on it, Kyle? Do I need to dip my toe back in?
It deserves a chance. To each their own.
It was so dumb. So dumb. Okay. All right. Maybe it takes a while to find a footing, get the voice right. I don't know.
The footing or a tail.
Yeah. Poison Ivy #6. This has been great. More Jenny Frison.
More Frison, yeah. The Frison cover is awesome.
Of course, they do pretty good with all the covers on this.
I am in Image.
There he is. Bloodstained Teeth. I'm 2 issues behind on this. I don't know what's going on since the first couple, but man, it was good. Started good. I need to catch up.
There you go.
Golden Rage, I am current on. We'll see. I'm gonna finish it up. 3 was a little uneven.
Walking Dead 50 give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 covers. And they better not print the secret backup.
Oh, is this 75?
Or it's 50, didn't 50 have one and 75 have one?
75 had the one about the aliens.
Yeah, I thought there was one more in another.
50 might have had something, but in 75 it was that this was all caused by aliens was in the back, and it was in color, and it was a joke.
Yes.
And it was never ever supposed to be reprinted.
It was told
again.
to never be reprinted, so like
right.
Which
was like your and I's super secret spec inside of a speckable book.
Yeah.
But it made 75 in our minds even more
unique
long term because it was you're never going to see it again. But Kirkman's a liar because he said, I mean, if you read, because they print the original letters in the Walking Dead Deluxe.
Yeah.
So if you take the time, because I read all the originals and I read the first run through in trade, so I never got to read the original comics up to like 70s. So now I get to read the letters again and kind of see people are like, at the beginning they're like, oh, do you have ideas for 12 issues? We hope you make it to 12, or we hope you get past 6. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna write forever. I got so many ideas, and sales are good. We sold 8,000 copies. We're really excited about the long-term potential here. But then, like, over and over, he says, always going to be in black and white. Never going to be in color. I'll never do. These things are never going to be reprinted again. They're never going to be in color. It's only going to be in black and white, over and over and over again. And he's said it over, and he's lying.
And you are reading it in a colored version of the book.
Reading in a colored version of the book. Yeah, 50 was like I think my first one that I owned. The first oldest one that I owned was 50. Mm-hmm. And then I started going crazy and going back. Look, they did a lot of them too, man.
Yeah.
Texas Blood has issue 19. That's been really good. I can't wait to see how that turns out. There's like this blizzard serial killer.
Blizzard happening in Texas. Oh no.
Yeah. Little Monsters is back with issue 7. That's a good one. Tons of fun stuff. I haven't read Old Dog yet. That's our boy Declan Shelby, so I know that'll be good. Got to get on that. Man, tons of good stuff from Image this week.
Yeah. Image has a big week.
Boom, not so much. Good. They're giving us Behold Behemoth.
Yep.
Tate Bromble and Nick Robles doing that. Oh, it's House of Slaughter, so it's kind of a spin-off.
Yeah.
Dark Horse giving us anything new?
One's number 1 from Dark Horse. Brian Michael Bendis.
Oh, okay.
Jason Edgar. Comes the next best awesome super team to end all super team, the Ones. Every single person in every mythology that was told there were the One are brought together for the first time to defeat the One, the actual One, the real actual One. This amazing new vision is brought to life by wunderkind artist and co-creator Jacob Edgar. Blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
Think Good Omens meets Ghostbusters meets the Atom Projects meets the Goonies meets everything everywhere at once.
Now, I see Quick Stops again. Where did we see that earlier?
We saw it on FOC as the comic shop book day one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but here we have the homage cover, of course, and I like it.
Now the Quick Stop guy that what's the guy, not the Silent Bob, who's the other guy? Jay, right?
Jay, yeah.
Did he not get into drugs as a?
Oh yeah. He has a big heroin background, but he's been clean for years now. Yep. Yep. And this is black and white, similar to Clerks.
Is it? Okay. Yep. Very cool. Survival Street gives us a fourth issue, final issue. Been pretty good. I think I've only read 2. Must have missed one. Kyle's going to give a shot at finding something in IDW, and he's going to fail
we're
miserably
gonna dig. See if Drew can get past My Little Ponies long enough to see if there's anything else in here. But...
yeah, cannot.
Can't do it. Marvel.
What's Cross-Gen Tales? So wasn't there a Cross-Gen publisher that went out of business? Yeah. I think this is those. This is some of those. It must have been like gobbled up by Marvel.
Oh yeah, this is those 3 books from 2000. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cross-Gen was a big deal at the time. It was hot.
At the turn of the century.
Yeah. Deadpool get a new book?
Yeah. Alyssa Wong writing this one. Marvel's top market is back in business.
I think I've seen this cover before. What's that cover homaging?
I don't know. We've seen Hawkeye do it.
Yeah. Deadpool, though. Literal enough for you. I get it. I gotcha.
I see what you did there.
I gotcha.
Star Wars 29. I like the the Queen Amidala action figure variant.
Where is it?
Star Wars 29.
Oh, okay. Nice. Tiger Division. I don't know what this is. I think I've already discussed this with you. I don't know what this is. I don't know what we're doing here.
This is the Defenders of South Korea take center stage.
Going for world sales.
Yep.
Okay. Or the anime folks.
Es posible.
Dynamite. We get just one of the covers from Dynamite that didn't happen, I guess, last week. That's weird. Sweetie Candy Vigilante. It's number 2. That's a number 2 for that great title.
I do like the Sweetie Candy Vigilante rock album homage to Queen.
Oh.
Is the G cover.
Let me look. Oh, yep. I see it now.
Yeah.
I went right over it.
That's why I'm here, folks.
You earned your salary. You guys are getting paid?
Briar number 1 going to a second print from Boom for that Christopher Cantwell book.
Oh, yep.
What if Sleeping Beauty never got her happily ever after and instead had to save herself?
Don't need no man.
No. She's a strong, independent woman. Don't need no man.
Remember when the back half stuff used to go on and on. And
yeah.
So much good stuff in there. And
unfortunately, a lot of those smaller publishers are dead now.
I think they're dead, or maybe like those creators went to the booms.
Yeah,
and
everybody's
stuff.
moved over to the aftershocks and the booms.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Seems like there's less. Public domain stuff, public domain.
yeah.
Which I get it. I reinvent the
All right, Drew, this point in the podcast where I ask for your pick of the week.
I'm stuck. I got a couple.
I'm just gonna
Go.
throw out a flyer on that Sweet Candy Vigilante Queen.
Okay.
I'm just doing it because I like it.
I seem to fall for this time travel stuff every time. So this Argus #1 from
Hey, there you go.
Point Press, time travel, temporal law enforcement. I know I've heard this before.
Stop me if you've heard this.
Yeah, but it intrigues me. Might catch fire.
What's it called again?
Argus #1.
Argus.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Think about the ones too. That Mark Wade thing.
Mm-hmm.
That was intriguing.
Hey, you got to try. You never know. All right, thank you for tagging along with Drew and myself as we've crawled through all the awesome stuff coming out this week as we start November. Been some really great books. We really had a good time digging through everything to see what the next big thing is going to be. So thank you so much. Tag along, follow us, head on over to Patreon, search Comics for Fun and Profit. Be part of our Slack and a bunch of other fun conversations. So for Drew and for myself, see ya.
Picked a Dynamite book.
The good folks at Comics for Fun and Profit have been doing 2 episodes a week for quite some time now, and it's all thanks to, first of all, Jason, and second of all, our patrons, who allow us to add the space on our server, broadcast more, store more, share more with you, the listeners. I'm envious of those of you who have unlimited storage and media server capabilities. We pay for ours here at the C4FAP. It ain't cheap. We thank you so much for those of you who go to patreon.com/comicsfunprofit and contribute at any level to say thanks, to say, I want to be a part of your Slack channel conversations. I want to get exclusives. I want to get early access. I want to get ad-free access. I want to get swag. I want to get some free stuff. Whatever your reasoning is, we appreciate it at any level because it does make a difference. So from the bottom of Kyle and I and Jason's heart, thank you for contributing.